Hey everybody, Gears here, and today is the last final weathering day. What I'm first going to do is test one panel and just go over it with clean turpentine and see what kind of effect that has. From a distance of maybe 50 or 100 feet, all the details really get lost on this car and it just turns into brown. It's only when you get closer, 10 to 20 feet away, that you really start to see the colors again. So I want to bring those back a little. But hopefully I won't lose too much of all the messy detail that's there. Over here, we got R2 for some very minor weathering. And here's a quick look at Lemons. I think he came out pretty good. This is probably pretty much it for the weathering I'm going to do on him. I thought maybe some rust or something, but I don't know. I think that's pretty good. I really like all the colors. I like all the fading. The chip effect, like right there, was a really lucky thing between the gloss and the matte paint, and that the matte holds down the color so well. It just looks really great. So he needs a couple days to outgas, I think. And back over to the car. Over here we got some turpentine, paint, lunch, don't confuse the two, rubber gloves, my respirator, and a little something to drink. Again, don't confuse the two. But probably most importantly is over here I got my Cranky Head Dr. Cranky t-shirt on, and this is going to give me the skills and guidance I need to finish off this car the way it's going to be. Thanks, Dr. Cranky, for the shirt, and this one's dedicated to you. So before I get too far, I should probably stop and pause and really think. And I should have gotten a picture of this before I started cleaning it, but I know it's definitely a significant difference. But still, when you get really close, if the camera's getting it, there's all this nice little textures all over the place. Let's try one more panel. Let's try this one. Here's before. And here's a few minutes after. I think it's definitely an improvement. So what I'll do is work around a lot of the major colors and shapes and leave some of them and get rid of other parts of it. One thing I have to keep in mind is not to do any sideways against the grain streaks. I've got to go with the length of the car for those. Yeah, this is going to clean up nice. Let's check back in a few more minutes. I guess I'll do the entire hood first. Did I say hood? I meant roof. Alright, so the difference is probably fairly noticeable here. And getting rid of it is kind of nice because it still kept a lot of the grimy feel to it all, but got rid of a lot of the streaking that was going on. I love all this right in here. But there's still some scratch marks in there. I'm not totally getting rid of everything. But this door, for example, looks a lot better. Here's an example of where I stopped. So I went along the top here, and then went over to the hood, leaving the front. I'm definitely going to have to airbrush the panel lines back. They aren't getting lost in the turpentine wash, but they are getting lost in intensity overall. So I still have to do this side. Yeah, so here's what the door used to look like on the other side. I like it, but it's too much. There's some nice stuff in there. And then the back here is done. I really like the sludgy oil look of everything here. But this back is not done. So at this point, still got to do the ass and all of this side and maybe the front fender. I might just leave that. All the rest of it took about 3 hours, maybe 4 hours now. Hopefully this is another 2 hours of work. Basically I'm going panel by panel. Take some turpentine, go over a panel with the green scrubby part of the brush, rub it in a lot, kind of like waxing the car. Then take a semi-dry cloth, brush it off, go back with the wet scrub, back and forth until it gets down to looking something like that. Or maybe that's a better view.
Okay, so here's the various stages that are going on. This very top row here, that's all done. The second row here, that's had one pass. This area here just got one wet pass of plain turpentine. And now this top row is about to get its second pass, and the bottom here is getting its first pass with the dry towels. Much more realistic. And I've got all my paint drips that had gone away. So, on to the back here. Much nicer. After on the left, before on the right.
And with barely any battery left, I am done. So this is much more what I had in mind. I have left the front bumper alone for now. I might do some panel lines tomorrow, but otherwise that's pretty much it for the weathering. The hood has kind of lost some of its definition overall, but the rest of it, I really, really like it. I think we can call this just about done until the next phase. More details on that later.